Good morning, everybody. We were discussing about the Russian Revolution. We studied about the revolution that happened in February, known as February Revolution in Petrograd. Then we had studied about the effects, what had happened after the revolution. So, in this revolution, which happened in the year 1917, we had formed a Soviet. Monarchy was abolished. It was brought down in 1917. After that, Lenin, who was sent to exile, had returned. The party that was led by Lenin, known as Bolshevik, was renamed as Communist Party. There were movements, workers' movements began, trade unions started forming. In the same year, there was another revolution that was known as October Revolution in 1917. The main features of the October Revolution, that intense conflicts between the provisional government and Bolsheviks, or the Communist Party, grew. Means they were continuously fighting among themselves. Fearing the setting up of dictatorship by provisional government, Lenin thought of an uprising. That means he wanted to revolt. Secret plan of action was devised for seizing the power. This uprising on 24th October 1917, with both the sides trying to consolidate to consolidate power. Now, this conflicts was there to gain power. One was fearing that there must have been a dictatorship. The other wanted a democratic person to rule, an elected government. Then there should be equality for all. We have already studied about in the April thesis or the Lenin thesis. It ended with all Russian Congress of Soviets in Petrograd approving the Bolshevik action. Now, as already said, there was a conflict, there was a dispute between the two government. So there was amidst heavy fighting in other cities. Bolsheviks took hold of Moscow and Petrograd by December. As already said, the revolution started in October, November, December. It was continuing, and they took control over the two cities of Russia. After taking the control over this, after this revolution, when Lenin, the Bolshevik party, took over it, what changes were taken place? We can say, we are going to see that what changed after the October revolution. Now we are going to see what things changed. So what changes took place was that private property was opposed. Then already Lenin had asked for this. Industries and banks were nationalized. Land was declared social property. Now people could purchase land. Before this, the people, the farmers, the peasants, workers, they were not able to purchase land. They were not given permission. It was the property of aristocrats. But now, after this October Revolution, according to Lenin, demand, they could purchase their own property. Large houses partitioned as per family requirement. Old titles were old titles of aristocracy were banned. The people who were using old names as being superior, holding high position, were banned after the Revolution of October. Bolshevik party was renamed as the Russian Communist Party. Lenin dismissed the assembly after failing to gain majority support in elections to constituent assembly. After that, Russia became one party state. Throughout Russia, there was one party. In this formation, in this revolution, trade unions were kept under vigilance. You can say that they were always observed what these parties or union trades are going to do. Those who criticized Bolshevik were punished by secret police checkers. The people were not free to speak anything against the Bolshevik party. Those who spoke wrong were strictly punished. Many Bolsheviks followers became disillusioned by the way the party functioned. If you functioned, so we can say that people who were in the followers of this party were disillusioned, means they had no proper idea what to do because of lot of things had changed.